What's up, guys? Can you hear me? Audio good? That baby bunny is growing up. Getting big fast. Eknelis, what's going on, Eknelis? Welcome, man. How you doing, brother? Marky Mark in the house, all clear here. Thank you, Mark. How you doing, brother? How's the starfish? On the mends? How is everyone doing today? Man, I really need to mow this lawn. I got the front done, but I've been slacking with the back. See that little guy over there? Let me set you guys down here. We'll get all comfortable. Level it out. All right, I think we're good to go. I was almost late today, almost. By a minute, but I made it. What's going on, guys? How's everyone doing? Sundar Pichai, that's right, Mike. I just got back from headquarters, Mike. We got some good news. We're getting some upgrades done. Let me catch up real quick. I am here working on chaos of interaction and peace of observation. Hey, that sounds pretty good, man. I like that. Feeling much better. Thank you for your attention to my bungle. Alan Noob, what time is it there? It is 3:01 p.m. How you doing, Alan? Where are you joining us from? Hey, Nellis. Hey, Sundar. How are you? Doing fantastic, Mike. How you doing, brother? Bro, are you Indian? Yes, I am. Well, I was born over here. My parents are from India. So I'm in the US, I'm in New York. And that's Google headquarters right there. Mark, let's see. Alanoob, it's 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Over here, it's 2:01. 2:01 p.m. Amazon Max. Indian buddy. Which state of India? My parents were from, my mom was from Hyderabad. Well, my mom is from Hyderabad. My dad was from Bombay. Yeah. And I was born here along with my siblings. Catherine Lutinsky in the house. What's going on, Catherine? Moo. Kathy always gets the moo. Gujarat. Oh, you're in Gujarat? Kemcho. Elan Noob. You know, we have a subscriber over here. Her name is Cookie Monster, and she's Gujarati as well. Let's mow the lawn together. What's going on, brother? 6 away from what? What are we talking about, Mo? Are you married now? Yes, I am married, happily married, with 3 kids. I have 3 girls, ages 15, 4, and 5. How about you, Mike? Tell me about yourself, man. Where are you joining us from? Are you married? You have any kids? You dating somebody? Single and looking, on the prowl, on the Google. 12:31 a.m. Majuma Bhai. Road to 50 subs, only six away. Well, hang on, brother. We gotta help you out, man. Thank you for the hearts, whoever's spamming the hearts. I don't know if Trish is on or if she had a. Mark, do you know if Trish posted it on the Discord already? Maybe she's busy. I am from Delhi, my Indian origin, bro. Okay, you're from Delhi. Oh, get out of here. I didn't know that you were Indian. With a name like Mike, I wouldn't have thought. But nice to meet you, Mike. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you always joining in. I've seen you. You've been like a regular on here now. Rob Reeland. What's going on, Rob Reeland? How you doing, brother? I am from Delhi, but where are you right now, Mike? Are you in the US? Are you still in India? Elizabeth from Texas. What's going on, ET? Good to see you. You know, let me put a question up there while we're getting this. Does the education system... No. No, I think there's a better way to phrase this. System outdated. How and what would you change? Okay. Here's a good question for you guys. This was an old question, but I do want to revisit this. Let me catch up to the chat real quick. All right, let's see. We got ET in the house. What you do for a living? Elon, I am in real estate and construction. So I buy and I sell distressed property from auctions. And bank-owned properties as well. So we fix them up, we sell them, sometimes we rent them. And on the side, like it's a side gig, I wouldn't say I do it actively on a daily basis, but during COVID, a lot of doctor offices and law firms needed to get moved to the cloud with their on-prem servers because they needed Windows Virtual Desktop. I mean, there's other ways of doing it, but this was the quickest way to move them onto the cloud. So I moved them on Azure or on AWS. So prior to real estate, I was doing IT. And I'm 46 now. I have 3 kids. For everyone that's new over here, she's busy, and no, it hasn't been posted. I'll try to do it. All right, thanks a lot, Mark. On Gooning and on just on Gooning and all mods. I wish I had my phone here. I would do it. Elizabeth from Texas, Rob Real and Raw. Mike, I live and work in Delhi, Sundar. Okay, sounds good, man. Well, if you ever need a promotion, you just go over there. I think you should go to your boss tomorrow. Slam your fist on the table and just be like, I just spoke to Sundar Pichai and he has given me a promotion over here. Imagine you actually did that, Mike. Artifacts and concept of reality that technology is as old as the universe. What's up, Rosemary Diaz, and welcome. Reality technology is as old as the universe. Said hi. Sublime, what's going on, Sublime? And vaccines, T for television, V for vaccines. If you visit Delhi someday, inform me. We'll be glad to meet you. Hey, that sounds great, Mike. I'd love to, man. You know, the funny thing, Mike, there was a guy who actually works for Google, and he was in the chat. And no joke, like he did work for Google. And so I told him, he's like, man, I got to go for a meeting right now. And I go, well, make sure when you go in there, you tell them who the new boss in town is, you know? Hopefully he comes on today. We'll see. Yeah, education is very outdated. Instead of ABCD, we must be starting data structure, algorithm, array. You know, I absolutely agree with you. I feel like our education system is due for reform. Like, we need to make that change. It's so outdated. The fact that we're still using the same methods of teaching. But another question for you guys, I think would be a great question, is how many of you believe that test taking is a good thing? I mean, in my personal opinion, I think yes, test taking is absolutely important. But I know a lot of people who disagree with that, and they think that it's just it's counterproductive to do that. But the reason why I like test taking is because you got to remember, there's always going to be competition, whether you like it or not, in this world, right? So, like, let's just say if we think about, like, in you know, my kids who are 4 and 5 years old, eventually they're going to start kindergarten, and they automatically start comparing. Like, they give whoever can, you know, color in the lines wins, you know. So it starts, you know, as early as that. And then eventually it goes into test taking, like, oh, you know, your peer scored this and you scored this, or your sister or your brother scored this and you scored this, and it makes you strive for more. And if that didn't exist, there would be no desire to get better at something. So I know we have quite a few people who, like, if I put that question up, I think a lot of people, so we have only 4 votes on that. We'll wait until we have a few more. But the next question I want to ask is whether you think that we should have test taking or not. Yeah, education is very outdated in say ABCD. Rosemary, need for all caps. Thank you, Elon. Do you have your own house, and what's your property tax there, and how tax work over there? So, Elon, yes, I have my own house over here. The property tax is very expensive out here. So there's school, and there's general, and there's village taxes that you pay for. A lot of people have moved out of New York for that very reason, because the taxes are so expensive. I mean, I love it out here. I just don't like it during the winter, but I definitely feel like it's hiked up. It is to the point where people are moving to Florida just to reduce their taxes. Luca, your favorite lesbian on YouTube? I don't know, but welcome, Luca. Laura Wallflower in the house. What's going on, Laura? Rocking the big H. Good to see you, Laura. Laura, I just showed Rexy. You missed it. I'll find him again later, though. Let's move. 50 subs completed. Awesome, man. Dude, this is awesome. I love how we work together and we help each other out, you know? He comes in here, he's like, oh, I'm this many away, and then all of a sudden, boom, he's done. Hey, Luca, Laura, Shayla. Hello, Sundar sir. Hardik is temporary, but Sundar sir is permanent. Shayla, 100% agree with that. How you doing, Shayla? Are your neighbors Indians or white? They're all white, dude. Everyone's white around here. And my neighbor over here always comes out, and I think she tries to listen to the live stream all the time. Let's move on. I think we should be teaching the metric system. We'd have much easier time guessing measurements. No, I feel like, well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of stupid, you know, like how we have, like, you know, different metric systems in different places. So, but I think, yeah, we should have one standard everywhere, but it should be our way. Laura, let's mo. Thanks, everybody. Hi, Sundar Pichai. Namaste. How are you? Rishit Basan, good to see you, brother. Namaste to you as well. How's your day going, Rishit? How you been? Big Al from Southern Cal. The best way to predict the future is to crest it. Good to see you, Big Al. Remove pass and fail status will save lots of lives instead of work on discipline through knowledge and centralized online will remove family financial burden. Through knowledge and centralized online education will remove family financial burden. All right, so let's just say, I agree with the latter part of it, right? That, you know, we could go with an online structure, but there are a lot of people who need to learn in person. They learn better, they need that structure in order to show up to class, this way they're ready to learn. Whereas, like, if it's an online thing, you kind of like, you try to figure out a way around it. You know, it's natural for us humans to figure out, you know, the way to take the easy way, right? Now, removing the pass and fail would be an issue, and let me tell you why. Because let's just say you're an entrepreneur. Don't you want a way to know who you're hiring is, like, you know, let's just say an educated person, you know, and it kind of gives them a little leg up, you know, like it separates them from the rest, you know. I mean, look, a majority of that, I think 90% of it comes from the interview itself. When you sit in front of a person and you talk to them face to face, you ask them questions. But that 10%, I'd say about 10% of it would be from the resume, and it would be how you get your foot through the door, right? So when you're reviewing your employees, or, you know, your potential employees' resume, you're looking at all that stuff, and you're looking if they came from a prestigious college or university, and, you know, like what their major was, how they did, what their GPA was, you know, etc. Those things are what separate you from other people, and what your job history was, and if you have like a good like I'd say reputable companies on your resume, obviously you're more appealing to your employer, your potential employer. Mule, life is very tough for a male lesbian. Sublime, where is this coming from, man? I always thought throwing a bunch of kids into one room thinking that they all would learn the same is something that needs to be reformed. Yeah, that does make sense. You know, I think that is unfair. There's got to be a way to measure you know, at the rate that you could learn at, or the desire, the person's desire, how fast they want to go at, and you can adjust it, like kind of like a sliding wheel or something, you know, like where you could, not a sliding wheel, but, you know, a sliding scale kind of thing where you can adjust it and you can still catch up, you can still remain, I don't know, like some sort of system where we could adjust it per person. But I think that would be done online. Create, not crest it. Let's see. The education system is pretty broken. Some parts are okay, but we need a standardized system. I agree. You know, it is broken. There's a lot of stuff that, and you know, what is the major reason? Do you guys know what the major reason is why it hasn't been reformed yet? Does anyone know that? Sundar sir, you have such a beautiful garden. I would build a swimming pool. Yeah, Ishila, eventually we're going to do that. They're actually going to be building their power lines over here, and they're burying it. And once they bury it, we're going to be able to do that. But at this moment, like it's just not. I don't know. It just doesn't look nice. If I would have, I was able to put it in now, and plus a swimming pool is pretty expensive. So, I mean, I am going to do it because I love swimming pools, but there are a lot of maintenance and they are expensive. But let me give you guys a quick preview of the yard. So that is the yard. Let me know if you want to take a walk in there. Mark, you changed your profile photo. Alan, I'm thinking about doing my graduation from different country. So can you tell me your opinion? Elan, I mean, I would say the U.S., you know, if you want to get your education in a different country, if you want to go to university in a different country, I would recommend the U.S. Someone being fail who knows who is responsible, teacher, parents, school, friends, society, who only should consider accountable that knowledge not necessary is used while working in a job. Day went good. Best way to live is to ignore negative and bad elements. 100% agree with that, Rishit. I 100% agree with that. Keep school, but not burden school for learning, gaining knowledge. Today, it is market. There is already standard use of the metric system across the globe. It's only the USA that uses imperial, a nonsensical system. Yeah, but fine. All right, then why don't we just switch it and make it one universal? You know, what is holding us back from doing that? Is it just the desire to be different? Let's exam be there, but no fail status for wasting year who is accountable of 1 year of loss. Yeah, but then acknowledge the problem is if there's no fail status, how do you guarantee that you can learn the next level, you know? When this is the foundation, like this is like the prerequisite. And if there's no fail and we automatically pass you, how are you going to learn that material when you don't know the prerequisite? The Alchemist, Free Israel, hostile. Shout out to Israel. Sublime, yes, I did. Too many creeps on my other. Okay, you look like CEO of Google. Yes, Nagendra Mishra. I am CEO of Google. Welcome to Sundar Pichai's live stream channel. He also looks like a beggar on the street. Moondog in the house. What's going on, Moondog? Oh, Moondog, you got a new profile picture, man. Looking professional, man. How you doing, brother? How's your day going? Hey, Moondog. Animals all over the world. Hey, animals, how you doing? And welcome. Animal, thank you for the star. Appreciate you, brother. 2 stars all the time. Whenever he comes over here, always drops the 2 stars. Cheers to you, brother. By the way, are any of you guys trying to grow your channel? So we can pin your channel down there. If you are trying to get subs or anything, I'd like to help you guys out. Ignellis, do you know why humans don't get a job after getting good percentage? Corruption, bribe, reservation, that just perception, how human observed why market environments don't go 24/7, more jobs availability. Wait, hang on, you lost me over there. Do you know why humans don't get job after getting good percentage? Corruption, bribe, reservation, that. Ignellis, where are you? What country are you in? because I don't think it matters over here. I mean, yeah, networking is extremely important out here. Laura, Elizabeth, hang on, let me shut this off. It should be better. Elizabeth, hope things are good today. I just planted some lettuce and kale. I need salad. Guys, let's go for a walk in the grass. Let's connect with the earth. I want to show, first let me give you guys a view. Trying to see if the rabbit is out, but I don't see it. Ajaya, what's going on, Ajaya? Namaste. Good to see you, brother. How are you? How's Minati? Thank you so much for joining in. I know I haven't been there in a little while, but I will definitely join. Thank you so much. Good to see you. आप कैसे हो, Ajaya? How is the app? Hang on. Oops. Today you're looking very handsome, bro. Hey, thank you so much, Ajaya. Yeah, I had a closing today. So I had to dress like a man. Yeah, I don't see the bunny over here, but let's just go for a walk in the grass. Wow, so nice place. Thank you, Ajaya. Aap kaise ho? How's everything? Oh, can't go that way. Let's go have a seat. Down here. It's not that hot today. It's actually pretty nice. I'm just glad it's Tuesday. Yesterday was a crappy Monday. Well, the night ended well, which was nice. आप कैसे हैं, brother? मैं ठीक हूँ भाई, ठीक हूँ भाई, bye. आप कैसे हो? Very good, and like done, thank you, man. Today you're looking very handsome. How is Minati? Minati, kaise hai, Ajay? I have a baby in my yard that lives under my ramp, and my neighbor has 3 in her yard. Yeah, bunnies are awesome. I know my neighbor doesn't like these bunnies because they plant stuff, and the bunnies just rip everything apart. And so they built like I think they have like an electrocuted fence or something. But not that humans can get impacted by it. So a human can't get shocked by it. Elizabeth, by the way, congratulations. You went live yesterday, right? Yeah, you did go live. I didn't catch it. But I saw you went live, and there was somebody else. Mason was also live at the same time. How did it go, Elizabeth? Was it draining after you were done? Or was it good? You know, I wish you would get on more often, Elizabeth. Bye, I am Minati. Aapke se ho Minati? Thank you for joining. Aapka husband ko bolo, mera bhai ko bolo, main hi bol diya. Good to see you, Minati. Laura, under a ramp is no place to raise a baby. Ajay, okay, he's sleeping. Yeah, sometimes he works late. They love eating my pepper plants. I don't count country. I just live on Mother Earth with Father Nature, but then Google Point as my home longitude. Dude, are you really putting that in there? Like, is that accurate? Moondog, I don't know if the education system is outdated or not, but if I had children receiving an education, I would teach them to recognize that they're learning what the system wants them to learn. Absolutely, but then what if they have less respect for the system when you do that, right? So I have kids, and with my eldest one, I told her, I said, I didn't use any of this knowledge. I mean, the main thing was math, um, but other than that, I mean, I didn't really use anything else on a daily basis. You know, like even my college education. All those years, I didn't use any of that knowledge. All it was a notch on my belt. It just opened doors for me to get a job. But now, here's the reason why I feel like it's risky doing that. I feel like my daughter has less respect for the system now. So she's just like, and I had to remind her, I was like, listen, by telling you this, I didn't mean that not give a shit about the system. I still want you to do extremely well, but I feel like I incepted that seed in her brain that there's not that much importance in the education system. So now, I mean, it's all trial and error. I mean, hopefully I corrected it, but I mean, I'll only know when she starts school again. They start again on August 31st. And to learn it with that mind, wait, hang on, let me read the whole thing again. I don't know if the education system is outdated or not, but if I had children receiving an education, I would teach them to recognize that they're learning what the system wants them to learn, and to learn it with that mindset, but to always think for themselves, regardless of what any system wants them to believe. Yeah, you know what? Another thing I would want, what I really would like to see a change with, is I want the trades as part of the system. I think those are skills that are very important to learn. Whether you want to repair something or you want to get into the trades, and whether it's plumbing, electrical, carpentry, HVAC, like all these things should be available to as early as high school, I'd say. Stopping in to show some love. Thanks a lot, BF. Appreciate you, brother. Hope all is well. BF Shivers right here. He started his new merch line. I know it's tough to take off with that. I remember talking to someone, and they hadn't sold one item on there. So I know it's kind of difficult, but you got to, dude, you're persistent, so you'll be good, man. I see you always like evolving, basically. Yo, Shivers, how long has the udder been? Did I get gifted membership? Yo, let's go. Yes, you did, BF. You rocking the big H. I think that was Dirty. I think it was Dirty that gifted that to you. Yes, exhausting. BF Shivers. I'm so fed up with the school system. I'm trying to get my children in homeschool. Yeah, but don't you worry about if you do homeschool that it may impact their socialization skills when you do that? Because I thought about that too, right? I was like debating. I was like, should we do homeschooling? And I kind of think, and I did share on here that my daughter was getting bullied at some point. But I think that everyone got everyone got bullied at some point or another in their life. Now imagine you shelter them from all of that stuff, and then when they grow up, they're like a sensitive Karen, or an overly sensitive Karen, or they just can't handle situations like that, or let's just say it trickles down, and then that's how they get anxiety issues and all these other issues because they didn't have that socialization early on in life. I don't have Discord. What's up, Scooby-Jew? Oh, that's all right if you don't have Discord. You can hang out over here. Why don't you have it, though, Scooby? Ultimately, I believe a true education comes from the family. But let's just say you can't rely on the family, like majority of families over here, right? You're not always going to get that education. There are broken families that are out there. There are some people that don't have a family at all, so where are they supposed to get their education from? I don't know, this, I guess like this opens the door to so many other questions that I want to put on there. And let me write them down so that we can go through it. Because as we're going along, I'm thinking of these questions. Schooling, then the other question was, pass or fail. May I come in? What's going on, Vayu? Sat Sri Akal. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, Vayu. Vayu went live as well. If we let me put Vayu on there. Guys, definitely check out his channel. He's been going live. It's just nice to see subs that you get close to, and then they start going live and starting their own channel. I always mention it's kind of like when you see your kids riding a bike and you take off the training wheels and they start taking off, and then Vayu was like not getting in front of the camera, and now he just seems like a natural in front of the camera. And just watching his journey, he's also on this journey where he's not drinking until September 21st, I believe, which is his birthday. So props to Vayu. I'm proud of you, brother. Hi, Vayu. I think I got your birthday right. I'm not sure. Hello, Sat Sri Akal, Elizabeth. They don't worry about the Deadpool shirt that my son wears, but they mind pushing agendas on people. Yeah, dude, I understand. I'm not saying that I agree with the system, but I'm just saying the socialization is kind of very important. You know how that is, man. Although you grow up to be weird and shit. Like you can't fit into certain scenarios because you didn't get that socialization early on in life. I do, but my children are both autistic, so they are kind of antisocial to. Okay, so they're autistic, but don't you feel like, let's just say you take them out of that zone, they'll miss out on that opportunity? Yeah, they're gonna get bullied, but you're gonna get bullied whether you're autistic or you're not autistic, right? But let's put the bullying aside. What if they make great friends over there, or supportive friends, or there are other kids in their class that they make a bond with, and then it helps them in that aspect with socialization. Hi, dear Hardik. What's going on, Hafiz? I'm doing well. How are you? Humanity want to run behind number one position, but that's a cost to nothingness. Assalamu alaikum, Hafiz, peace be upon you. Hardik, in a lot of our high schools have what's called a long vocational that begins in grade 10. That is full-time automotive mechanics. Oh, I forgot that one. Full-time automotive mechanics, woodworking, AutoCAD. See, now that kind of stuff should exist over here. Why it doesn't exist is mind-boggling. It doesn't make any sense why that doesn't exist over here. And why in this day and age, in the year 2026, have we not perfected the education system? I mean, look, right? You can ask AI what to do. It's as simple as that. Why haven't we done it? Why haven't we looked at other countries and seeing the countries that excel and copying their system? It doesn't make any sense. Humanity needs to learn interaction, observation, perception to succeed. Everything will fall into place. I guess times have changed, but I would have never gotten in trouble for wearing a Deadpool shirt in 6th grade. It's a Marvel hero, well, an anti-hero. I agree. I think it's ridiculous. It's dumb. It's extremely dumb, right? But that's just one thing. There's a lot of dumb things. I mean, I remember my mom getting we were broke, back then, and my mom got a sweater, and it was, I didn't even know what it was. This was like in 4th grade. And it was with 2 toilet tissue paper rolls on here. It was a blue sweater. And obviously it meant boobies, right? And she didn't know what it was. She got it for me. It was on sale. I wore it to school, and I got away with it. Everyone was laughing. The teachers were laughing about it. I still had no clue what it meant. It was only later on, way later on, my sisters were like, you know what that sweater means, right? And I was like, no. And they're like, it means boobies. Like you have boobies. You have 2 toilet tissue rolls of it. I was like, that makes no sense. And then they started explaining it further to me, and then I understood it. And then I never wore the sweater again. But you never got in trouble for stuff like that. I agree. The Deadpool shirt is ridiculous, But is it is it a valid reason to pull your child out and kind of risk losing that socialization? Like, if you weigh it, is it worth it? Hi, Mark. Sat Sri Akal, yeah, my birthday is September 20th, and I gave my words to Maya for not touching alcohol. Well, good for you, man. Stick with it, man. Stick with it. Hello, sir. What are the discussion? Annie, we are discussing the education system and how, if you feel like it's outdated, and what you would change about it, and how would you change it, and what would you change? And so I was saying that, we should add the trades in as early as high school where, you learn other stuff. Like, because there's some people who don't want to go through the whole, first of all, it's outdated in my opinion. I feel like there's a lot of garbage that we don't need to learn. There's in this day and age, things have changed and we're still going with a antiquated system. I also, good brother, true, I think if they have friends, we will still push for them to be able to spend time with them, their friends. Wait, hang on. True, I think if they have friends, we will still push for them to be able to spend time with their friends. Even if they don't go to school with them, like play dates, sleepovers, weekends, because you are, yeah, but it's hard to keep up with all that shit, Like you're busy with your own life, whereas with school, you just throw them in there and you're just like, we'll see what sticks, And while they're there, they find their peers and stuff. Whereas like when they're at home, there are days that you're just going to be like, I don't feel like doing this. It's a lot of work when you homeschool, right? I don't know if anyone else can attest to that, but it's exhausting, the amount of work that you have to do. You have to be on top of that shit. It's like a full-time job to do that. Hi, my honey drop. What's going on, Carvana? How's your day going? And welcome. Good to see you, Carvana. Original Mean Girl. I live in Alabama. We homeschool. Anything is better than education they offer. Now, so Original Mean Girl, do you homeschool your kids, or are you being homeschooled? And I guess you're saying that's like what people usually do out there. Is that majority of people do that? And would you agree that it's like a full-time job to do that? Hit that like button. That's right, guys. I forgot to mention it. Hit that like button if you haven't. I know some of you forget. Just double tap that screen. It really helps the channel. YouTube sees it and they open the doors. They send more people in here, and we like interacting with you guys. As you can see, I like to read every comment and get to know your thoughts as well. So please don't forget to double tap that screen. Right socialization is important. Hello, H. What's up, Artful? Good to see you, brother. Got the big H. How you doing, Artful? Artful, I would like to know your input on this. Hafiz, I hit the like button. Thank you so much, Hafiz. I understand your point about socialization, but it could be said that raising a child secluded from the world while educating them about the realities of the world could allow them to reach adult. I'm not saying that they can't reach adulthood. I'm just saying, let's just say we took a group of 10 kids, all right? And we did it the Moondog way, the Moondog education system way, right? Where you're taught at home, at your own home. You're not put together and taught under one roof. Each one is being taught at home from their family, right? Now, we don't know how consistent the family is going to be with the education. So let's just say they get all the way to grade 12, right? And we give them a final test, each individual kid. They're obviously going to perform differently, just like how they would if they performed at school. But even socialization-wise, there's a high possibility if we compared them to kids that were going to school, who were actually going to a school, right, an institution, compared to those 10 kids, I have a feeling that most of them would have a high probability of being more socialized than the homeschool kids. Agree or disagree with that? Wait, hang on, I want to read the whole thing. I understand your point about socialization, but it could be said that raising a child secluded from the world while educating them with the realities of the world could allow them to reach. Yeah, absolutely, I agree with that. With a mindset clear of all of the damage that it can occur in society, allowing them to grow into an adult without needing therapy by the time they're in college. There's many views and yeah, I 100% agree, man. There are many pros and cons to both. But I feel like by this day and age, we should have figured it out, like, I don't know, it kind of feels like we're back in time with this whole thing, like this shouldn't even be a conversation. I understand the whole politics and shit, that's always going to be an issue. No matter how many years ahead we fast forward, we're still going to have that issue. But the education system, it's crazy how we're in this day and age and we're still using that old system that we were taught. Daniel, what's going on, Daniel? Hello everyone. Happy Tuesday to you as well, Daniel. And welcome. And let me get Daniel on here as well, because Daniel is a regular subscriber that always shows up over here, guys. Check out his channel as well, Daniel Berry Sports. I actually watch his live streams as well. Really cool dude. So definitely show him some love. I'm improving myself and feeling more relaxed to have words with people on live than my first live. Dude, you seem so relaxed because now you're just like, you talk in Hindi when you want to, you'll talk in English when you want to. You just seem like very, like I could see like there's like a load off your shoulders, you know? It seems like you've gooned, you had a gooning therapy session, and you're just like all relaxed. Hardik bro, are you not using hookah? Uh, Are you not? This is not hookah. This is an electronic vape pen. Not a vape pen, a vape device. And it has liquid that I made and that's in here using propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, and nicotine. Hi, Elizabeth. Hello, Daniel. Welcome. I hit that hard dick. Thank you, Carvana. Appreciate it. I've missed you lately. I miss you too as well, Carvana. It has been a while. I was thinking about that. By the way, Carvana, are you on Discord? Because there's somebody on there. I don't know if it's you. Hi, Afiz. Sir, we should buy Neuralink from Elon Musk and start to inject chips into the brains of teachers and students. That way we could certainly push Google ads directly into the brain. No, I don't agree with the Neuralink. Even though I think a lot of people, let's put it this way. Imagine they release Neuralink, right? And it's optional. And it costs, let's just say, I'm going to give you guys a price. Let's give it $50,000 with the subscription, okay? And you have to pay it monthly. Now, you know, if you get that implanted in your brain, you know what, let me just put that as a question because we got 20 votes. 75% of you say it's outdated. I would love to hear from the other 25% of you that think that it's not outdated. Please make yourself known because I would love to chat with you. And I promise it will be an intelligent conversation. I'm not going to shoot your beliefs down or anything, but I really would love to interact with you if you're one of the people that voted no. How do I get rid of this question now? Hang on, let me put this sticker. This is a good question. Would you get a neural? I don't know how to spell it. How do you spell it? Let me look at the question again. I'll grab this. How do you spell neural? Okay, it's a neural link. Okay. Would you get a neural link implant if available to the public? Yes, I would. No way. Add option, maybe. And start poll. Now let's talk about the pros and cons of this, right? Now let's just say you say no, right? There are a lot of people who we already know how the human species works, right? Everyone wants to be ahead of the game. They want to get the jobs that are out there. So imagine like employers who would be like, you know, we obviously, imagine you have your own business, you would most probably want the person who has an implant, right? Because they're just going to be so efficient. They're going to get all their shit done. They're going to know more than the rest because they have everything at their fingertips, right? Already implanted in their head. So it's going to be hard for you to get a job. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be absolutely extremely easy for those who have the implant. So if you say no, it sucks because you know that everyone else is going to surpass you. So that's one way to look at it, right? As to why you would get it, right? But let's play devil's advocate. I wouldn't want to obviously get it because I feel like that's not human-like, It just seems. I'm trying to figure out an analogy to, but I'm curious to know where you guys stand. Hang on. Carvana, BF. There are other reasons other than that shirt. There are other reasons other than the shirt thing, but I respect your chat rules on not getting into politics, religion, things like that. In what country? This is the United States, Morton. And welcome to the United States. This is New York. Rules on what I meant. No, I got it. Yeah. I guess you don't want to discuss that stuff. And nothing, Hafiz. Acknowledged. Today or tomorrow, pass-fail status will be removed as discipline and knowledge comes from learning to save life and waste of years. Syllabus will be transformed with AI. But it should have already happened. Like the whole syllabus should have been changed by now. I will say this though, they have definitely added a lot of pronouns since when I'm against that. I mean, that's where I stand with that, with the whole pronoun thing. I know that may a lot of people would, may disagree with me on that. Where do you guys stand with that, with the whole pronouns thing? Hafiz, I'm fine. How are you? Well, thank you, HS, for motivating me to come live and talk to people. It was nothing a month ago, but now that's just a part of my daily routine. That's all. Yeah, Value, I got to say, you moved quick, though. Like, you got comfortable very quickly. Me, I mean, it just happened very recently where I can just hit the button and go live. So let's see, March, April, May, June, July, August. It took me 5 months. 5 months to get comfortable. And with you, I think it took like 5 days or 10 days. Skin the 4, that is messed up. That's, we got to get rid of that. I homeschool my son, and a lot of people do. It can be like a full-time job. I'm blessed to have a mother-in-law because she homeschooled. So that's great. That's great that you have some help with that. But yeah, absolutely, it is a full-time job. Hardik, you have a new group here in the chat. Oh yeah, we have, it's been growing. We have a whole bunch of people. A lot of people from India as well have joined. And they're awesome. They've been supporting the channel as well. So it's going to keep on changing, Carvana. That's the way the channel grows. 336 timestamp. Thank you for that. Oh shit, I'm way behind. Damn. Yes, Carvana, so many new people on. Still try 610. Mystic Mirage, what's going on? On a serious note, sir, we should still 6 standard, make it mandatory, military level discipline at school. We should focus on language learning, math. I don't know about the military level discipline. I mean, that seems a little too strict. Yeah, exactly. They're not even adults yet. Hardik set the mood for 69, and I love to see. My oldest son was failing, and they tested him thinking he might need special education, and tested the highest they ever had a kid, and they put him in alternative school. Wait, hang on. My oldest son was failing, and they tested him thinking he might need special education, and tested the highest they ever had a kid. Damn, that's pretty crazy. So what happened then? Where he could learn his way, he thrived. He did not do well sitting through classes where he had to listen to. Okay, got it. So luckily you figured it out early. Real life skills in school, creative pressure, discipline, environmental, crucial age. We find same thing in army schools. I mean, I feel like Mirage, you're kind of like very strict about it. Like your ways is kind of like a little over the top. Politics, no longer politics, humanity. BF, I disagree with the fact that they give students a laptop and they play games to learn. I actually think the way we learned with a book is better in my opinion. I mean, BF, you got to remember things have to change, right? At first I was against the whole laptop, but some people have different ways of learning. I was definitely not a book learner. I hated books. In fact, when at some point I went back to college, I was just like, you know what, I want to be a doctor. And I went back, and during that time, I never did it, obviously, right? But it was just like, I could do it, and I want to, that was always my dream. And I went back, and that was the education system. They had Khan Academy and like all this stuff at your fingertips. And I was like, I so wish all this existed back in my time. I would have learned. I had it was easy for me to schooling was easy for me, right? But I felt like I could have learned a lot more because it was too easy for me during that time. If YouTube existed, if a laptop, was available to me, if I had those tools, I would have went above and beyond with that stuff. And who knows, maybe I would have been that doctor that I always wanted to be. I mean, I'm happy with where I am. I'm not saying that I'm not happy with it, but I felt like that was my calling. While I was streamed that isn't a tarot dealer or something begging for money to eat shit in the car, screaming reparations. Hello, politics equals garbage. Dude, welcome, man. Nice to have you here. That's exactly the channel. We don't discuss politics or religion in here. That just creates division. This is just a channel where I'm a little slow with the chat, as you could tell. I fell behind because we didn't have that many people here, so I was taking my time with the questions. But I'm going to catch up. But welcome. And where are you joining us from? I love playing games, but I don't think that they're learning anything from playing games. I'm not on Discord yet, but I need to join. We're like, I was homeschooled for half first grade. Preacher's wife thought, and I was put back into public school after she slapped me. Holy crap, man. That is freaking crazy. Hardik, I'm sending you love. I was taught to listen to, hey, thanks so much, Carvana. I appreciate that. Artful, I was taught to listen to adults. The teachers told me not to tell my parents, and I never did till I was 30. Teachers told you not to tell your parents what? Neuralink. Thank you, Mark. Unfortunately, I can't edit that. It's going to make me take down the whole question. But I didn't have my other phone on me, so I couldn't look it up. But thanks for letting me know, man. Here, most VIP, no one knows the reality works with the exception of cosmic law and putting pressure instead of making them. I love Dosa and Chutney. What's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Shout out to Bangalore. Is it Bangalore? Did I get it right? Dosa and Chutney? I don't think it's Mark the Beast. No way ever. I would never even consider that Neuralink shit. If they can brick your car, they can brick you. Absolutely. I'm totally against it as well. But we have to play devil's advocate, right? I would be first in line. 10 men, you would be first in line. And tell us why. Hit that like button, guys. I liked hearing you swallow. Hi, sir. Are you Indian American? Yes, Ani. I am. I was born here in the U.S. and my parents are Indian. So yes, Indian American. Paul, I'm so sorry. Not at this stage. A few exterminators, Neuralink needs to merge further. So you would at some point. That's what you're saying. I like to embrace technology. One of the greatest joys I had in my life is learning, struggling, growing, and rewards of conquering hurdles that I previously thought I couldn't conquer. 3:45, am I catching up? All right, I'm 6 minutes away. Those who do not just go obsolete. I agree. I mean, those who don't get it, we're kind of screwed. And then we're going to be late in the game, and we're going to try to join in later in the game. I mean, that's just the way humanity works. I would say I would never get it, and I don't need to get it because of where I am in life. So I won't be forced to. But I'm trying to think of it from a perspective of like a college kid. Let's go back in time and imagine that we're in college. We just graduated. All the kids are getting it. It's available in the public. Obviously, only those kids are going to be able to get the jobs, right? I mean, think about it. If you have a company, let's just say you're an IT company. Are you going to hire the regular kids, or are you going to hire the kids with the chips in them? You tell me. Obviously, if you're only going to hire the kids that don't have it, say goodbye to your company. It's not going to exist. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. Southern Indian genes, I can see. Annie, I was born here. My mom is from Hyderabad and my dad is from Mumbai. Have you heard about YouTube new watch out? I heard about it, Carpix. Somebody told me, but it's gonna be in 8 months, I believe, 5 to 8 months or something like that. Hafiz, are you still here? Not days for getting comfortable. Maybe 5 pegs or 6 pegs, I guess. How do you keep your hairline anti-receded? I don't know, Annie. I use any shampoo that I can get my hands on. I do wash, shampoo, and condition it pretty often. And I use Moroccan hair oil. I think I got bit by a mosquito. To this day, I'm unable to understand math. Good Tuesday afternoon. I got work from the supermarket, non-stop, a lot of customers, 9:30, Karen and Emily, and we are back. Shout out to Karen and Emily. Paul, I'm sorry you went through that. Dealt with panic attacks and flashbacks. Damn, man. Love you, IND Israel. Textbooks that I used to use elementary school back. Also, I don't understand the question until the afternoon. Thank you, Elizabeth. I have 2 math textbooks, a reading one, a history one, and a science one. Also, I don't understand the question for today on this Tuesday afternoon. So, Karen, there's this device that Elon Musk has come out with. It's a device. It's a chip that you implant in your brain, and it's supposed to. It's kind of like, imagine you have Google implanted in your head, so you know the answer to everything. Um, oh, guys, it's back. Hang on. Ah, shit, just flew away. It was the cardinal. Ah, crap. Anyway, we'll catch it later. So the question is, would you get that implant if it was available to the public? So guys, I'm actually asking you guys a question. Now imagine you're a college kid. You just graduated. Would you get it or would you not? I have two math textbooks and a reading one and a history one and a science one. That's so gay. Sorry to hear that. What's up? Cock and balls. Cock and balls. Can you tell Elizabeth? Can I tell me what, Elizabeth? Whoever gets Neuralink is going to hell. It's the mark of the beast. Brazil, chill. Look, I'm not a fan of Neuralink, but we have to play devil's advocate over here, right? Imagine, go back to your college days. If you went to college, and think about the time where you just graduated, or if you didn't graduate, you're out of the age where you're looking for a job that you could support your family with, or your future family with, and you see that everyone's getting it, and they're the ones that are getting the job, and you're Brizzle chill, and you're like, absolutely not. I'm going to hell if I get it, and you're the only one that's jobless. Because that if you were an employer of an IT company or most companies, you would only hire the ones that have the chip. That was a lucky mosquito that got a bite out of you. H, you missed what Paul said, artful. His third grade teacher did the unthinkable to him for a year and told him not to tell anyone. He kept it. Oh, shit. Hang on. Let me go back. Let me check Artful's history. I'm sorry I missed that, Artful. Give me 1 second. Hello, H. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Hafiz. Nothing, Hafiz. I had a third grade teacher do the unthinkable to me for a year, which has affected my life to this day. I was taught to listen to adults. The teacher told me not to tell my parents and never did until the age of 30. To this day, I'm unable to understand math, dealt with panic attacks and flashbacks. See, now we're getting into, first of all, sorry that happened to you. But now we're getting into the root of these things. I've asked you so many questions in the past, about celibacy and all that stuff, why you do it, and, have you ever tried, gooning or anything like that, and you were totally against it. But now it makes sense. So I'm assuming that this all stems from that. Is that correct, Artful? Whoever gets Neuralink is going to hell. Carvana, that was a lucky mosquito. H, you missed what Paul said. Okay, now I'm caught up. I wouldn't ever get that implant. No way, not giving people free access to my brain to get my brain hacked. Can I put it on all Israelis? We can stop wars in the world. Truth or dare? I'd say truth, Gideon. Sorry, Paul. Agreed, Dead Pew. I don't care what the benefits are. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, but you say it's so easy to say that now. I'm saying that, look, I'm against getting it. But if I'm a college student and I just graduated and I'm totally against it, and then I can't get a job, and all of my peers are excelling and doing extremely well, at some point I'm just going to be like, I'm thinking about young me. I'd be like, all right, I have to get it. I'm not getting a job. How the hell am I going to start my future? How am I going to, find a wife and support my kids and put food on the table, right? Don't you agree with that? It's sad, but we would kind of do that. Hello, where are you from? Hi, Varshit. I am in New York, in the United States of America, the USA. Where are you from, Varshit? And welcome. Yes, I would say, okay. I despise Elon Musk and anything he creates. I don't trust him or his products. Jeff Goldblum, yes, that is me, Josh. They asked me to make Jurassic Park 8. I said, absolutely not. I am done. It was a work hazard working with these female dinosaurs. As you know, they were all females just so that they can't reproduce. But, the universe found a way. Anyway, so now I started live streaming, Josh. So welcome. Sorry you had to experience that, Paul. Bibi, Madame Bibi, bonjour, Madame Bibi. Nice to see you and welcome. How's your day going? Thank you all for hitting that like button. I forgot to remind you, so please double tap that screen if you haven't. I can't even see how many we have. We have 28 on there. I have an issue learning anything. I am from London. That sucks, Artful. That really did a number on you. I'm sorry you had to go through that, and I'm sorry it's impacting you to this day. But now it's all making sense. I am from London, the UK. Shout out to the UK. Varshit, were you born over there in London? Hardik, are you trying to implant me? No means no. Hello, BB. I had therapy years ago, and was it helpful at all? I'm from London, the UK. Hello, BB, my friend. I'm from London, the UK. Today, Sri Lanka, Hollywood actress Jacqueline Fernandez, 41st birthday. Also, Chris Helmsworth, the 43rd. Sam Roy, you have to have some sort of app that tells you these birthdays. How do you look these up? And welcome, Sam Roy. I'm from London, the UK. Hey, what's up? We got Blue in the house. What's going on, Blue? And she's rocking the H, and she's got the emoji of Blue and I. How you doing, Blue? How's it going? How's your day going? And would you get a Neuralink implant? Imagine all the other teachers are like, they're the only ones that are getting hired. Would you just be like, all right, nah, screw that. I'm not getting it. I don't care if I lose my job and I'm homeless and I can't, provide for my kids. I'm from London, the UK. Varshit, welcome. I'm from London. Perhaps you can help the dinos reproduce if you know. Paul, okay. No, so what I decided to do, Josh, is now I'm breeding my own T-Rexes in there, in that shed right there. Screw Hollywood, man. I'm done with it. Paul, okay, keep creating your art. Yes, Elizabeth, my dad's house is in London. Okay, so you were born there. That's pretty cool. Have you ever been to the U.S.? Which country are you from, Jeff? I'm in the United States, in New York, Josh. How about yourself? Hell no, I wouldn't. I feel like it's so easy to say no, but I want you to go back to Blue when Blue was in college, and she just graduated. Let's rewind. She was in college. She just graduated, and she's like, "All right, I'm ready. I want to be an educator. I want to teach people." And then Blue's applying for jobs, and nobody's hiring Blue. Even though there's a law that's passed, no discrimination against people who don't have a chip, but somehow you can't seem to get a job. And you know that all your friends who got the Neuralink implant are getting all the educator jobs. And now after let's just say 2 to 3 years of being strong, saying, hey, no way I'm getting it, now would you consider it? Mark, I love the new PFP. Marky Mark, you're from London. We get it. Thanks, Boo. It's my passport. Wait, hang on. It's my passport picture. United States of America is the most powerful country. It is a powerful country. I gotta say, the U.S. is a very powerful country. No way, H. I still wouldn't. I'm not a sheep. Yeah, you're not a sheep, but what about, the fact that now you can't pay rent, you can't buy a house, and you could see your peers and they're all excelling. You're just gonna be homeless? I'm gonna find Blue on the streets, what are you gonna do? It explained, let's go to that point where we get to that point, Let's fast forward and see where this is headed, right? It's clear that that's what's going to happen. It explained a lot, like how I never went through normal growing up and have a girlfriend's college, marriage, successful career. Yeah, that really did a number to you, man. It really sucks. Blue, did you hear back from your interview? Yes, she did hear back. She got the job. And she starts on September 1st, I believe. And she's only going to be 5 minutes away from home, which is awesome. I'm in the UK, but trying to get to the US right now. Not going to lie, but I meant which country your ancestry is from. Oh, Josh, my mom is from Hyderabad and my dad is from Mumbai in India. And I agree. You should look, dude. The job market out here is great. Um, Even if you're looking to get an education, I see a lot of people coming to the U.S. to get their education because it's going to open up a lot of doors for you. Even though I believe the education system in other countries are better than the U.S. ET, I got the job starting September 1st. I'll twerk for money. Blue will do anything. She'll start twerking. But what if the people with the Neuralink twerk better than you do? Thanks, ET. Do you think China will become the next superpower within the next? I think so. I think China uh, is going to have the upper hand. Just look at the Chinese vehicles, the EV vehicles that they have. They're not allowed to. They're not. They have a policy already in place where we're not allowed to import the Chinese vehicles. But if you look at these Chinese vehicles, they're way beyond where Tesla is, where Lucid is, where all these other EV companies are. What we have is like a toy compared to what exists out there. If you saw those vehicles, go do a search on YouTube and go look at these vehicles. They are way beyond, where we are. And they're cheaper as well. Karen, hello. Would I get a Chinese EV vehicle? If first of all, I like petrol vehicles. I like the ICE vehicles, right? The internal combustion engine. But if you forced me and there was no ICE vehicles available, and I had to choose between EV vehicles, yes, I would get a Chinese EV vehicle because they're way beyond. First of all, they're more cost efficient. So even if it does go bad, it'll cost. It's like half the price of what a Tesla is. So why not get one? And if anything goes wrong with it and I have to throw it away, then I get another one. But I mean, these Chinese EV vehicles have come a long way. Blue Hardick and I will get romantic on the evening stream. Be sure to be there. Carvana, I'll stay in my shed, living on 1K a month and kind of a loner, but it could be worse. Could be worse. That's right, Artful. But you know what? I gotta say, even though I hear what happened to you, you never come in here being negative. You just seem like you're content. You're never negative. You're never, I'd say, positive. You're kind of just neutral. Blue, laugh my ass off. Then I get my shiv. Ain't no one out twerking Blue. by no means will they out twerk Blue. Cool. Cool. So you're an immigrant. Many people are telling me to be careful with going to the U.S. as they seem to. I'm not an immigrant though. I was born here. I'm an American. Are telling me to be careful with going to the U.S. as they seem to have become tough for immigrants. Do you think this is true living there yourself? I think it's very tough for immigrants to get in here right now with all the rules. It's bad timing. Before you had a chance, unfortunately not now, and it sucks because I'll tell you one thing: it's gonna harm the U.S. because we have a lot of bright minds out there that are immigrants, and they were here illegally and they had to leave. It's unfortunate. I do believe in having legal status over here. Don't get me wrong. I want the legals over here. I wish there was a different way of doing things. But we are ultimately going to suffer because of that. We're going to be behind in a lot of things because there are a lot of brilliant minds across the globe that we need over here. And the best part about this country is that it's so diverse. Hey, Karen, I will twerk for plants. How's everyone today? I'm doing fantastic. Blue, I had a closing today. Got back. I was almost late and made it for the live. But I had a short day today. All I had on my plate was just that. So that was good. Oh, and I had my auction first and then I had my closing. So it was a relaxing day. As you can tell, I feel like I'm kind of drowsy right now. But guys, hit that like button if you haven't. I forgot to even mention it when we had people in here. But double tap that screen if you haven't. We got 30 likes. Appreciate you all for getting us there. Maya, what's going on, Maya? I was checking out your channel yesterday or today. I can't remember. But welcome. Carvana Harder, can you twerk? No, I cannot twerk. I've never even tried twerking. I'm sure Mark has tried twerking in his red thong. Canada is allowing 40,000 Chinese EVs to be imported a year. And that's why Canada is going to be ahead. Any country that's allowing this is going to be ahead of the game in the automotive industry. Thank you, Blue Eye, Green Eyes. Artful, I'm really sorry, man. You know, like just hearing this, it really bothers me. I'm trying not to think about it too much. We're just thinking about it more. I just feel horrible that you went through that experience. You know, I wish there was something I could do to change that, but it is traumatic, you know, what it does to the mind. There can only be one at the top, H. Carvana H pole dance, pole dances on his backyard poles. Yeah, that's Carvana's pole right there. Put it dead center. Carvana, get to work. Guys, hit that like button if you haven't. Double tap that screen. Really appreciate it. We're at 30 likes, trying to get to 35 if that's possible. Yash says, hi, what's going on? Yash, Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Aapka Swagat. Your hairline is slick. Thanks a lot. The fifth. Artful chin up, one day at a time. I'm from Sweden and just renewing my green card. Got me sweating bullets because it's taking longer nowadays. Well, good luck with that. I really hope you get it, Maya. Jobs is still not that important, which still can be perceived. What important of Neuralink is manipulation, the neural signal to heal sickness. You're right. You're absolutely right. Reverse aging, restart and heal and repair organs to bypass. Dude, you bring up a great point, Ignelis. Like imagine, you know, they eventually get to that stage where they're like, all right, we can stop it. Let's just say you're prone to strokes, and Neuralink has a way of preventing strokes. Okay, I mean, come on, that's going to be an added bonus. Reverse aging. I mean, look at the industry right now. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, right? How many people would be willing to get it then if they had to, like, let's just say, watch an ad, or if they had to pay a subscription? They would absolutely do it. Majority of people, let's fast forward. When this comes out, majority of people are going to be getting it. All right, let's put that question up right now, all right? I just want to know whether you guys agree or disagree with that fact. Well, I think it's a fact. When Neuralink is available, do you think majority will get it? Majority of people. They won't let me do it. Let me phrase this in a way so that you guys are not automatically going to say no. Yes, unfortunately, majority will. No, people won't. Okay, or just no. I just want to know where you guys stand. Do you guys agree that majority of people... Oh, snap. What the hell is that? That's a freaking big ass... What in the world is that? It's a freaking bat bee. The Viking is back, guys. That bee got nothing on me. I love immigrants to any country. Hang on, let me read the chat. Jobs is still not that important. You bring up a great point, Ignelis, with that. I love immigrants to any country. Ooh, auction, nice H. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Mama Lynn, what's going on, Mama Lynn? I remember you. Hey, you found my channel. That is so awesome. I remember you from Teacher's channel. That is so sweet of you to jump on my channel. She always says such positive things about you, so it's nice that we connected. Happy Tuesday to you as well, and welcome. Mama Lynn, where are you joining us from? H, I Discord message you, so check. Will do, Blue. Hey, Mama Lynn, did you eat crocodile? No, I've never tried it, conjuring, even though I am a Viking. Random question, conjuring. Thank you, Josh. I'm coming for my master's. To be honest, not illegally. LOL, but they say it might be tough to find a job. I'm looking for work in data analytics while studying. What's your field? Could you help if you know someone? Josh, I wish I could help, and I would absolutely help you if I could. I'm in real estate and construction. I do have, a passive income job in IT, but it's not in data analytics. It's more like moving clients, and I'm not really doing it now. All I'm doing is just collecting for all the services that I provided for them, which is on a subscription, and I just, pad it a little just so that they pay me for my services and whenever they need some support. So yeah, that's what I do. But I wish you the best. I hope everything works out for you, and I'm glad you're not doing it the illegal route, and hopefully you get find something the legal route. Hardik, your face makes me. Carvana, you're on something today. I thought I saw Carvana's name carved in the poll. Of course it is. She even left her mark over there. She marked that area. Hello, fam. What's good, fam? We got MST in the house. Thank you to whoever's spamming with the happy faces. Hello, fam. My bad. Today was the first day of school, and that pickup line was a bitch. Good to see you, MST. Were your kids happy? Did they have a great day at school? And did you get pictures? And if you did, send it to me. I want to see it. I never intended to be a failure, but in the world's eyes, I am. So I stay to myself and do art. Carvana, I'm pretty sure. Artful, do you try selling your art on any platform? Blue, Carvana, I'm pretty sure Hardik's boogers will make you horny. MST, Blue, tell him to carve my name out there. How's everyone today? MST. I wish there was a way. I wouldn't mind doing it. Like, I wish there was some sort of challenge, and then I would carve your name into that poll. We're just the first initial, maybe. Well, MST, don't ask Carvana. She's off gooning. Let's see, LOL, there's got to be a temple run rush for the reverse aging, but we're probably happier than majority. We got Cuzzy Cuz in the house. What's going on, Cuzzy Cuz? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. James in the house. Do you guys coordinate together? Nope, I'm not taking it, H. I'm staying human. Me too. I'm on the same boat. But do you think majority will get it? That's the question. There's not a question of whether you will get it. It's, do you think that majority of college kids that just graduated from college, will they get it? No, I'm not taking it, H. There are two cardinal birds on my deck kissing when my boyfriend Sean was alive. My boyfriend Sean, and we love cardinal birds. We used to feed cardinals birds. Yeah, Karen, I really do feel like I get these signs from birds. Ever since my dad passed away, I get these signs, and I was hesitant with sharing it with you guys, but now I'm at a point where I'm comfortable with you guys, and I share quite a bit with you guys. But I was sitting on these steps right here, and there's surveillance footage from the camera. I was sitting over there on my dad's birthday and wishing him a happy birthday on his first year death anniversary. And I had my protein shake sitting out there, and I said, happy birthday, Dad. I miss you. And I'm drinking my protein shake right then, right in front of me, directly in front of me. A bird comes and drops a cookie right in front of me. Now, in our tradition, if anyone who's Hindu, you guys know that what we do is we cut the cake, and immediately before we even eat it, we feed our family members. And yes, I did take that cookie, and yes, I did take a bite out of that cookie. But I felt like that was a sign. And I always see that cardinal always come over here and right directly in front of me as well, and just hangs out. And you guys always show you that cardinal. Let's see. I think it'll be like the COVID shot. A lot will get it, but a ton won't. Exactly, Blue. I was going to say the same thing earlier. I was going to say, who would get the jab? And it would be exactly that, I think a lot of people would. But in this case, it would harm the people that don't get it. That's the worst part. The jab, well, I mean, it's not safe to say that, because the jab, I feel like it did more harm than it did good. A lot of people developed heart issues or some sort of side effect due to the jab, or unknown. We don't know what's going to happen, right? It's so early on. We don't know if there's going to be the COVID death or the COVID vaccine death, where we live a shorter span of time because of something where we're where we're susceptible to something in the future if we got that vaccine, or whether we have heart palpitations, and that eventually leads to earlier onset of a stroke or cardiomyopathy, or something like that. We don't know. It's so early in the game. It's just like vaping. Vaping. We don't know how bad this is for you yet in comparison to cigarettes. The data is not out there. No, I don't agree. Maybe half will. What up, Bluesy? Hey, Big H. I'm not taking, but I think the majority will. I'm staying human, so no synthetic hormone. Yes, I found you. I'm happy. Thank you, Mama Lynn, and I'll definitely be checking out your channel. You're from Canada. My managing mod over here, my good friend, Mark Infra, is from Canada as well, Montreal. Josh, if you're in Colorado, I'll help you get data. Oh, that would be awesome, man. That would be so awesome if you could help each other out. I would be like, damn, there was a point to this channel, like where people are networking and helping each other out. Same, I live in Montreal since 2012. What are we listening to today, Jay Bro? Hi, everyone. Kimchi in the house. What's going on, Kimchi? Good to see you. Welcome. Thanks for always joining. Appreciate you. In fact, hang on. I do want to get, let me see something real quick. Kimchi has 1.04, and Mama Lynn was in here first. 320. Yeah, I definitely want to pin this one. Guys, check out Mama Lynn's channel. She's an awesome person from Canada. I have met her on another channel, and she's very supportive on that channel. Like always there. I don't mean support monetarily or anything like that. That doesn't matter. But just there, being present for the person and hanging out, So definitely check out her channel and let's sub up to her. Hi, friend. Hi, Kimchi. And Kimchi, I will be pinning your name next. Momentarily. What are we listening to, J Bro? Mama Lynn, nice. My grandfather's from Ottawa. Do it, H. You should carve all our initials on there. But there's got to be some sort of challenge to do it, like something that you win, like in Family Feud or something like that, or a pop quiz or something. That would be pretty cool. What's the bleeding crack? Billy Elliott in the house. Hardik, I like your blue shirt. Thanks a lot, Billy. I had a closing today. I had an easy day today, which was nice for a change. So I got to wake up late. I was up until late last night, just chit-chatting with Sam and with Kyle on Discord because we were playing poker, which was awesome. And I don't know why, Mark, I don't know why you're not on the voice channel, but you guys are all welcome. We play poker right after the evening live stream. So you guys are all welcome if you want to join. I like to keep in touch with you after the live stream as well. We all do. You could see we built a beautiful community over here. And we all interact with each other on there. Not too much because you don't want too much social media to the point where you can't get anything done. But it's just limited, and amazing group of people. Truly blessed to have everyone under, all together under like the same channel and the same Discord channel as well. So definitely check it out. The link is on my bio, on my YouTube bio. The baby didn't start school this year, but the big boys did, and that's awesome to hear, MST. Hopefully you took some pictures for their first day. Hello, Mark. Hello, Kimchi. One is a senior this year, and the other one is a first grader. Oh, that's awesome. What a big deal that is for the first grader. The senior is a senior, 11th, 12th grade, I get it. Last year before college. You better embrace that. That's going to be, you're definitely going to shed some tears when he goes away to college. But the first grader, that's got to be such a happy moment. I can't imagine, because I feel like I'm closer to that. Like my daughter's going to be starting, she's going to be starting first grade. And no, she's going to be starting kindergarten. Official fund. She's going to be starting kindergarten, that's right. 5, yeah. MST, glad they had a great day. Unc James, I think I can be in Colorado, my uni. And then my other one is starting pre-K. Colorado, wait, hang on. I think I could, let's see, Billy. I got to catch up. How far back am I, guys? Blue, did you hear Hardik say, called my name in there, it's my honey drop. Yeah, former coworker switch. Karen, Mama Lynn, how are you? I don't think I am, but numerous people have told me I am. That is awesome about the bird. I also had an experience with a death and a bird sign. Yeah, Kimchi, I'd love to hear your experience as well. I feel like a lot, you know what, it's a tough thing because I remember having this conversation with Mark, and, Mark is very skeptical, like I am, right? I'm a very skeptical person about stuff like that. When people kind of try to find a meaning, they just want to find a sign. They're looking for a sign, so obviously you're going to find a sign. You're like, oh, I wish that person would come back and talk to me in a different form, and then you just get this connection. But I'm telling you, you just go out there and put yourself out there, and you're going to see it. You just get those signs, and you just feel it in your soul. Asking when you weren't here, Blue. I'm always asked where you were. Yep, everyone wants to know where Blue is. And MST. MST was gone for a while. Carvana, you just go. You're like in and out. Guys, hit that like button if you haven't. Appreciate it. We're at 34 likes. We got 17 people in here. Just double tap that screen. I know some of you forget. It really helps the channel. I'm sorry it's taking so long to get to your comment, but it's just that I want to take my time and make sure that I address it. Yes, I know chronic migraines are now, and they got the jab. Coincidence. Yep, coincidence, and even heart palpitations. I got heart palpitations after the jab. A little break, miss you through. They say it's not going to impact me in any way, but it only happened after the jab. They would unalive themselves if they were me. Yeah, that's a horrible thing to say, even Artful. I feel like you're doing it in a productive way, where you're channeling that energy in the correct direction. That's why your art is so beautiful. Neuralink won't go like COVID vaccine because it's not medicine, but manipulation of neural signals, different experience. No, they're not going to force you to get it, but you're going to kind of force yourself to get it. Elizabeth, I sub to you. I must have given you the breathing thing I was telling you about. Tonight is the night. That's right, guys. Check out Ulta Mama Lynn's channel. She's new over here. She has a few subs, but she's a great person. So show her some support and some love. Show her how we do on this channel. Karen, apparently it's some chip injections. You're a real one, mate. And thanks, young Jeff Goldblum. I don't know your real name. All good, Josh. My name is Hardik. Hardik. Rockin' the Hardik. No, but that's really a name, by the way. Josh, his name is Jeff Brownblum. Hats off, Uncle James, Mama Lynn. I'll check you out. I wish I could play cards with you guys, but at 4 a.m. No, all good, Billy. Dude, you know how I feel about that. I messaged you on your message. Always take care of yourself first. That's the most important thing. Once you mess up that system, like your rhythm, your circadian rhythm, and you get caught up in all this stuff, then you're like, oh, how do I quit it? And then that's an uphill battle. You're just creating your own drama, So you're good, man. Where did the summer go is a great question. It just flew by. My baby starts pre-K. I'll be a mix of emotions for sure. Pre-K is a sweet time. And what I love is that I always go to pick up my daughter from pre-K, and I love just walking there and walking back. That walk back is just the best. But I used to stream on my way there, and then I would stop it and then just walk with her on the way back, not streaming, of course. But it's memorable moments. Just holding their hand and just knowing that eventually you're not going to be holding their hand. 4:23, 4:27. Okay, I'm 4 minutes behind. Hi, y'all. I'm glad summer is almost over. Bye-bye, tourists. Hardik, when I join Discord, are you only on to play poker? No, I chat once in a while. I'm not there a lot. Like, I'll say hi, good morning. Today I didn't. Or good night, after we end poker, which yesterday I didn't. I got to start being a little more regular on there. But I'm there to play poker. I'm there to interact as well, but not hardcore. Because I know I'll get hooked on that, and then I'll waste so much time on there, and I don't want to do that, But I really love the poker group that we have. Like, it's so therapeutic to just end my live stream, get on the tables, play some poker while I'm chatting. You know, it's relaxing. Shoot the shit. I hate winter in Canada. Yeah, I've seen winters in Canada. It's terrible out there. Hardik, I always stop in, say hi, and even like when I'm busy. Thanks a lot, Carvana. I appreciate it. And I know you do. You're a regular. Uh, I'm very iffy if, but the one that really hits me hard. I have heart palpitations from genetics. Didn't get the jab, thankfully. I wonder. Yeah, you guys are smart. For whoever didn't get the jab, you guys are really smart. Imagine a world there's no poverty, no starvation, no homeless, no death, no sickness. That would be the dream, man. Be about, and how would you experience for entire humanity? That would be the dream. And become a member. Let's see, just subbed Mama Lynn. Hardik, nice best name. Your parents did you a favor. Johnny Sins got competition. Karen, I'm not asking anything. I used to play poker on Zynga and Pogo. So Laura, why don't you join us? I don't have any. Let's go for a walk, guys. I've been sitting for way too long. I want to get some exercise in. Let's see. Let's go take a walk. Let me give you a view of the backyard. Sorry, guys. I'm just taking a chance to sneak in a vape. Let's see. I don't have any debit card or credit card. Just blue. I like the live, y'all. That's right, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't. We're almost at 40. I don't have any credit debit. Yes, I'm walking in place while I listen to. I got to get up every hour to move. Yeah, it's good for you. It is good for you. But now Mark's got me worried about this rabbit thing. The rabbit plague or something. I don't know what it's called. Arctic Blue lives in a shed. Yep, that is Blue's shed right there. And Carvana, you want that shed? But that's where the T-Rex is. Arctic Blue lives in a shed. Shani, it's me. Hey, Shani, what's going on? I'm on the scooter. Came in to say hi. Have a wonderful, amazing, blessed day. You too, Shani. Be safe on there. And guys, hang on. Let me pin her channel. I was supposed to pin it. Hang on. I'm going to pin hers afterwards. I want to pin Kimchi. Even though Kimchi is a huge channel, 1K subs, congratulations on that. I do like to pin the smaller channels, the smaller guys. Because I know they are, I'll leave this up for a little while. Let me turn this on like this. Like the live, y'all. I don't have any debit. Okay, Hardik, Blue lives in the shed, in the bedroom. I'm on the scooter. Mama Lynn, very nice yard. Where you at? This is New York, Mama Lynn. Long Island, New York, in the USA. Listening in the kitchen, story of my life. Billy Elliot, Hardik. There's a game called PUBG Mobile. Can you play it through the Prism app? One click and you and Funky and the boys are live shooting and shouting. Look out behind you, Hardik shenanigans. Oh, that would be fun, man. Are you on there, Billy? Are you on that game? Karen, but you know, Kyle did say that there's a few games out there that he was like, we should try it out. So we should experiment with different games. I feel like there's so much out there. You too, Shawnee. H, do you ever shoot hoops out there? Of course I do, E.T. I love playing basketball, tennis more than basketball, but just a great workout. It's where you can hang out. H, it's not sneaking if you tell us. Tell you what, I had lost track of what we were talking about. Sorry guys, that's the AI going crazy. It's trying to find my face now. 1 second. Whoa, a little too up front. Let me put you guys here. I wish I had my other phone so it's easier to read and I'm not in your face. It's not sneaking if you tell us, are you on live tonight? Oh, it's not sneaking the vape, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I know. I don't know why I hide it sometimes. It just that a lot of people, if they're from India and they're joining, they don't like to see that. So it's kind of like, kind of out of respect. Are you on tonight? Of course I'm on, Karen. I'm always on at 9 p.m. Only on Mondays. Mondays I have tennis. I'm in a tennis league, whereas Mark would say pickleball. But I'm in a tennis league, and I have so I have tennis from that time. But after tennis, I usually jump on and do a live stream. We need to paint my shed H is going with cool cobalt blue. It's a nice color though. I really like that color. It's very neutral, and the white stands out. Mark's sex swing is in that shed. T-Rex be getting clever girl treatment. Philanthropist, what's up, philanthropist? Don't worry about rabbit fever as long as you don't grind up on Rexy and snuggle with him. You need another dog, perfect yard. Laura, I would love to get another dog. I'm just waiting for my kids to get old enough to like take them out for a walk and stuff. But yeah, I think I would get another Doberman, maybe a GSD, a German Shepherd. With German Shepherds, I just don't like the fact that they shed so much. Dobermans don't shed that much, and they're super smart, very, very needy. Like if you have a Doberman, it'd be sitting by my leg and has to be right next to me anytime you get up. They're Velcro dogs. I know a lot of dogs are like that, but I've had other dogs as well. I had a Labrador before. I got a Labrador for my, rescued a Labrador for my brother-in-law, and gave it to him for his birthday when he was young. And those dogs are a little more independent than a Doberman Pinscher. Once again, I could not get any sleep last night because my damn next door neighbor was playing. You got to say something, Karen, because this is affecting your life now. You got to stand your ground. I can't step to the pin because I'm not blue. Oh, sorry, Mamalyn. Hang on 1 second. As moderator. Okay, there you go, Mamalyn. Billy, yes. Hardik, did your butt cheeks start to hurt from? And Mamalyn, just let me know when you're done, and then I'll the service of unavailable. It says. Why did it say that? Mamalyn, add as moderator. Standard mod. Okay, now you're standard mod. But tell me when you're done, and then I'll get rid of the blue because I recently went through the entire thing and got rid of a lot of blue because we had way too many, and we're trying to prevent an issue later on. I'm not saying that you would do anything, but I just don't want to. I feel like people get intimidated when there's way too much blue. Billy, yes. Carvana, Hardik, did your butt cheeks start to hurt from sitting too long? No, it didn't hurt. I just like to move sometimes and just get the blood flowing. Hardik needs the blood flowing. BB, what's going on? BB, Kimchi in the house. Can I ask you a question, Handsome? Of course, Karen. You can always ask. You never need to ask me to ask a question. Just ask away. Yes, Hardik, me and 3 guys play from 10 p.m. to 2 p.m. Then I go to you. We elect a captain for every game and try basic traps and tactics. It's awesome. You would love it. I will find you if you get it for training. That would be pretty awesome, Billy. Maybe during the weekend, man. Just want to stop in real fast. Half Swizzy in the house. What's going on, Half Swizzy? Good to see you, brother. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you. Oh, man. I feel like I got bit again. You know, and we just got this thing sprayed. I'm still getting... Roddies are also great. Roddies are great. You know, the only thing is the slobber. I don't like the slobber. Baby blue is a good color for you. Hey, thanks a lot, Elizabeth. Appreciate it. It's one-click solution to streaming a game. Hardik, it would be cool to see how it goes a few times. Funky, you would be class at it. Well, Kyle's not here right now, but I will definitely mention it to him. I got to reach out to you and ask you more information on it, though. But you said it's on Prism, right? You ever held a pipe bomb? No, I haven't. What's going on? No, I'm off today, Hardik. Nice. What do you got planned for today? Thank you so much. Of course, Mama Lynn. I'm listening, okay, and drinking and listening to my GPS. Can you remove my blue? Why do you want me to remove it, Ignalis? I'll remove it, but why do you want me to remove it? How do I remove it? Remove standard moderator. You can mod me even, and you guys get treated the same whether you're blue or not. You guys know I read all your questions. It's not as if like I only search for the blue people. It doesn't matter what color you are. You can mod me for a few. I would love to support everyone. Of course, Kimchi, just tell me when you're done so I could take it away when you're done. And obviously, you know the reasons why. It's nothing personal at all. I would ask you what you did all day, Caravana, but I know what ladies do all day. Ferrets are awesome. Oh, that's where Kimchi. I saw you on Shawnee's. I remember I came on late at night and you were on there. I remember that now. Hardik, and then she was like, "Oh, you should sub up to me," and you're like, "I'm already subbed up." Hardik, I'll get your blood flowing if you're out of breath. If blue is limited and needed for anyone, you can use mine, and I'm fine with all colors. Exactly, Ignalis. It doesn't matter. You know, I appreciate you saying that, man, because it's not as if I'm not going to read your message. You know, so you can take away my blue 2H. Texas, you really want me to take it away? I mean, it's just easier for you to sub to channels. Elizabeth, I've known since the beginning. But Ignalis, do you sub up to channels? If at any point you guys do want it back, you know, you let me know and I'm totally okay with it. It's just that it gets intimidating for also newcomers when they come onto the channel. But like I said, if you guys want to, if you say later on, hey, by the way, can you get back to me? I just need it so I could sub up to channels. I'll be happy to do it. So you guys tell me, all right? Let's try the honor system in here. How about that, guys? Mindset, hi bro. I bet you that hasn't been tried on here. Handsome, do you believe in guardian angels? Yes or no? I do believe in it. I do believe my dad. Look, I'll give you an example. The universe works in strange ways. Yesterday was a pretty bad day, right? You guys know, the drama that was occurring, and the universe just took over. I finished tennis. It was hitting me hard at that point. I was thinking about it. I was pretty down about it. I jumped online, and I got to say that was so much love on that evening night stream. And for those of you that were there, saw it. That was just the universe in action. Things like that don't happen. Like it just happens when it's meant to happen. Handsome, do you believe in? I answered that. You know what? Let's put that as a question. I like that question. So 61% of you believe yes, 39 no. So the people who say yes, you're right. Sorry to tell you. Okay, next question, guys. Do you believe in guardian angels? And why? All right, guys, this is the last question, and then I am going to end the live because we've been on for an hour and 44 minutes. Time just flew, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't, please. It really helps the channel. I know most of you already did it. Let me get a little comfortable over here. H, don't take my blue away. I'm not blue. I'm not taking it away. Let's see. Bye, bro. Having exam. Good luck on your exam. Yes, and tell me what your results are when you get done. I know you're going to get 100 marks. 100 marks, mindset. I like your name, mindset. You got your mindset focused. You're like, all right, I'm going to go kick ass on this exam. Good luck. Best of luck to you. My plans today are to be present for your live streams, and we're going to my nephew's birthday celebration. Happy birthday to your nephew, Carvana, and thanks for being present. Appreciate you. I think it will take a little while for Neuralink to normalize. Absolutely. It's probably like there's a reading phase, like where it's calibrating, reading your neural paths, Imagine I told you I have one, but it's just like in dead mode right now. Nana recipe. What's going on, Nana recipe? Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Aapka Swagat. Hey Mo, 42 likes. Let's get 45. We one away from 45 likes, guys. Did you see 3 unsubbed? Yes. You know what? 3. I don't know if you're watching from behind the scenes, man. I do miss you, man. He used to always come on here while he was taking a tutty break, and I was close to 3. I did build a closeness with 3. But I gotta reach out to him on the Discord. Z is on there, but I can't blame him. There was a lot of drama, and it's unfortunate. I still don't understand how this, ended up on live stream. Who just wakes up and just goes, "Hey, I'm gonna go on live stream today and end a relationship or take a step back with my, so-called best friend. Just take a step back, and let me announce it on live stream." This blows my mind, but it is what it is. Acknowledge we need to enable multi-windows features for YouTube. I believe my angels are my loved ones that passed. Multi-window, yeah, I agree with Acknowledge. We should have that. I mean, I use multiple devices though. Let's Mo, if they exist, I think mine has been on vacation. Hardik, can you ask this question? If you had a photographic recall for everything you ever read, how can you use this to help humanity? It's too wordy. It's not going to let me fit that in a text. So reword it with less characters. I can't tell you how many characters it is. It doesn't tell me. Well, you can Google it. But I have trouble posting questions on here because it's always iffy. It's always like too wordy. It's too many characters. So rephrase it, and I'll be happy to put it on there. I went to hit yes, but the box moved and it hit no. So my vote is yes. Okay, got it. I'll account for that in my Neuralink brain. And it hit, oh yeah, I believe in guardian angels. There has been many normal moments in my life. I have no doubt Angel was helping me. I don't understand why it doesn't allow you to change your vote. That's kind of ridiculous, right? Billy, I wish I had that. Become a doctor and remember how to do every surgery. Yeah, imagine that, right? You're a physician and you're a surgeon, and you could be anything from, a cardiovascular surgeon, a brain surgeon. How crazy would that be with a Neuralink? I mean, and then who would you want to operate with? How about this, guys? You have to go to the hospital. You have the option to choose a physician, a surgeon that has a Neuralink and that doesn't have a Neuralink. Which one are you going to choose? That's a freaking kick-ass question, guys. I wish I could ask that. Which one would you guys choose? I'm choosing the Neuralink doctor. Absolutely. I feel like it would be less prone to failure. Yeah, apparently, like he unsubbed from 3 channels, including mine. Everyone that was involved in the whole drama. Sadly, can't blame him, man. Tree's a good dude, though. A good dude. Unfortunately, that was gone. Maybe he'll come back. I don't know. 46, you are great. You guys are great. Thank you guys for hitting that like button. Yes, sir, Hardik. I will leave it until tomorrow, as you said. Last question. Thanks for introducing me to Hafiz. Of course, man. You like Hafiz? Like he's good peeps. I usually go onto Cher's channel, Cher Jesa Village Vlogs. But I'm happy to hear that, man. I will leave it until tomorrow, as you said. Last question. Thanks for introducing me to Hafiz. Okay, got it. Now I get it, Billy. We'll use that question for tomorrow. Tangy Dove in the house. What's going on, Tangy Dove? Good to see you and welcome. How's your day going, Tangy? Long time no see. I'm choosing the doctor with the best reviews. So you're telling me that you guys would, Blue, that you would choose a doctor with the best reviews over a Neuralink doctor with the best reviews. Imagine they both are equal, okay? One has Neuralink, one doesn't. Would you still be willing to choose the doctor without the Neuralink? I subbed to many of you. Sorry if I missed anyone. That's awesome that you did that. Because of the bunny, I got a site selling shirts. I am a nervous Rex. That's a cool shirt. I'm a Discord him and see if he'll come back. I hope he comes back. Roshni Sharma, what's going on, Roshni? And welcome. I know I have a friend named Roshni. Where are you joining us from, Roshni? Just Blue, you should write this out as a short story and then develop it further. 321. He was my first commenter ever. Yeah, I mean, if you guys can get in touch with him, that'd be awesome. And tell him I said hi, and I do miss him. Karth, hi mate, good evening to you. Hope your day was good. Yes, Karth, my day was excellent. Just chilling now. relaxing. My kids should be home from school in a bit, so I will be signing off shortly. But if you haven't, hit that like button. Really appreciate it. And where are you joining us from, Karthik? Karthi? Just Blue, Laura, Double, Hi Roshni, Billy. Hafiz is a legend. I go to learn YouTube from him every day. He's an absolute saint. All right, I didn't know that, man. I'll sub more after the live. You can take Blue back. I can't take it back, MG. Could the Neuralink malfunction somehow? How about this? Tomorrow you do your more subbing or whatever, because you're just trying to help channels out and stuff. And as you know, that's the best way to network. I mean, you already know the game. You're way above. You already blew me out of the water, man. Yeah, 1.04. So, dude, you're good, man. Could the Neuralink malfunction somehow? I'm sure it can. I mean, like, look at the freaking Tesla vehicles, right? I mean, two totally different comparisons, but you see them, I see them at the mall, and random days like where it's raining and stuff, and all the trunks will be open, or the door will be open, or something like that. It'll be flashing the entire time. By the way, I went offline for a second there. I don't know if any of you caught that, but they'll malfunction. And these are the same ones that they ship to the dealerships and they sell. So it was open in the rain, water got into it, water intrusion, so you're going to get rust and stuff like that. But there's some sort of malfunction. And it's happened every time. There's so many blogs about it. Everyone complains that, hey, what's going on? Why does this happen? Kimchi, sub to you. Thank you, Elizabeth. Wish you the best of luck. Like, what is, if they're in the middle of surgery and short circuits and some people had an issue? I don't know. I guess it's a regular person. Close to have a medical issue. Exactly. Someone could have a stroke while they're doing surgery. But now, Blue, you got to give me a decision before we end this live. I need to know which one you would choose. Let's try to fit that in a quick. Man, I can't. I am so curious to know, because I really like that question. Let's try to fit this in real quick. Grab this, put this in the garbage, and pull. Damn it. Oh, another B. Would you choose a surgeon with or without a Neuralink? Okay. I want a surgeon without a Neuralink. It's not letting me put the K in there, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Put that there. By the way, is it hard, guys? Is it hard? When I put the poll question there, is there any difficulties with it? With answering it? Or is it convenient? Sure, it is all wrinkled up. I'm back. Sorry, my twin sister called me on the iPhone 16 Plus cell phone tower. A cell phone? Damn, that was very detailed. Congrats on your iPhone 16, I guess. Karen, thank you. I tried to sub to everyone, and if I missed anyone, I do apologize. Of course, you let me know when to take it away. At the end, you don't remember me, mate. I'm Panchanathan. Dude, Karthik, you're Karthik? Sorry, man. You know what? For some reason, I was thinking of that in the beginning, and I thought your name had the K in there, where you could see it's Karthik. But dude, your dad is awesome, man. Your family is awesome. You guys are just very sweet people, man. I really got to join your dad's live stream again. He basically put it on his WhatsApp message yesterday's WhatsApp group. and they just flooded my evening live stream with so much love. And then Anand was there. He put it on his WhatsApp group, and they all just came in, just like, you know, it was amazing. I don't even know how to explain it, but you have a great family, great community of people. You know, God bless you guys. Seriously, you guys are awesome, man. Karthik, I'm glad you made it, man. I do remember now. Sorry, I forgot. And wait one second. I got to get you on there, without a doubt. Let's see. Why do they start back to school so late there, H? They've already gone back. Yeah, I didn't get it either. And when MST said that her kids are going back to school, I was like, shit, why aren't my kids going back to school? Sorry, you missed my comment. Hang on one second. I don't see any comment from you, I am Pearl, except for that one. What's up, man? What's up, Rock F? Are you having fun playing tennis? I love tennis, Karen. I absolutely love tennis. I think it's such a fun sport. You don't even realize how many steps you get in tennis because it's so much fun. So yeah, I absolutely love it. Yeah, it was offline for me too. All right, for that brief second, right? Yes, Blue, we will do this, I imagine. Oh, shites. I missed it. Sorry, guys. Yes, Blue, we will do this. I imagined AI breeding humans yesterday. When cows would perform. So, what's up, man? Where are you from? Rock, I am in New York, in the United States of America, the USA. When subbing through live, it's important to leave, have interactions with the channel for the first 12 hours of YouTube. Well, yep, that's absolutely correct. When you guys sub up to people, you have to leave comments on their shorts, otherwise it's not going to stick. I've learned the hard way. Like the like button. Do you like Chihuahua dogs? Yes or no? I'm not really a fan of Chihuahuas, but I like your Chihuahua, Karen. I'm not a fan of Chihuahuas because they usually have the Napoleon complex and they start barking for absolutely no reason. But I like the friendly ones, you know, like the ones that don't have that issue. Okay, I'm gonna go true and stick with the regular doctor. I ain't trusting the cyber. Okay, Blue, all right, it was your call. Yes, I know, but thanks so much for caring about me. Of course, Karen. Hi, Rock, welcome in. I gotta stick with the smart Dr. H. I agree with Blue. Tangy Devil says the same thing. Wow, only 17% want a surgeon with Neuralink. I should have asked, and why? Hi, bro, I am Charuna. Did you wake up in the morning, brother? Yes, I did wake up in the morning. But right now, the time is 4:56 p.m. So close to dinner time out here. I got back from work, just chilling outside. I don't know how to say your name. Aapka naam kya hai? Kimchi, thank you for the star. Appreciate that. आपका नाम क्या है? मालूम नहीं है वो क्या है. Hey Charuna, thank you for the star, Kimchi. Appreciate you. Love this channel. Thanks a lot, Kimchi. Mama Lynn, thank you so much for the subs. Have Swizzy in the house. Let's see. Swizzy, how's it going, man? You at work? You taking a break from work? What you up to? H, when does school start for y'all? It's August 31st. Tangy Dove, Hardik Hafiz does collabs nonstop with the new YouTubers to help them gain confidence. He's a legend, 2 or 3 collabs. Oh, that's awesome, Billy. I didn't know that. I know he does collabs, but I'm not looking to do any collabs. I don't know. After that last thing, I'm a little skeptical now. I feel like I'm a little, I don't know. I don't trust people that much anymore. You know, like after that whole thing, it threw me off. Rubbed me the wrong way. I'm good, Charuna. How are you? Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. No blue for me. Laura, you needed to sub up. How about I blew you? You do your subbing or whatever, and you just let me know when to take it away. Mama's going to do the same thing. I have no problem doing it that way. I just feel guilty taking it away, but if you guys need it just to sub up to channels, I completely understand, because then you can click on a channel and click sub up, but don't think the blue means anything, all right? It doesn't mean you're extra special or anything like that. You guys are all special over here. You guys are all regular over here. The blue is just for certain people because they have to moderate. So they all have their own roles. They all serve their own roles. So Laura, you should have it by now. Just let me know when to remove it. I live dangerously. H, come on, you know me. Because most of us here are smart. Kimchi, thank you for the stars again. Have a fabulous day. Guys, I am going to be ending the live soon. If you haven't, please hit that like button. We're trying to get to 50. We're only 2 away. If you could double tap that screen. I have to go. Everyone stay positive. Always choose happiness and be kind. Kimchi, thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Have a great day or evening or morning, depending on which place of the world you're in. And thank you for being a regular on here. Super. Thank you for the gold coin. Appreciate you. New question, not on your live chat yet. New question, not your live chat yet. I don't know what you mean by that. Super Obama, sup? Jaded. Take care. Thanks for getting us together, and see you next time. See you on hopefully I'll see you on the evening live stream, Kimchi. Yeah, I get it. H, what happened? There was a falling out. Somebody just randomly, a good friend of mine, just randomly said they wanted to just stop talking to me. So I said, all right, you could watch the stream from yesterday, the day stream from yesterday. That explains everything. You don't trust people. I didn't get my check today. I am pissed. That sucks, Super Obama. And don't worry, everybody in blue, your check is in the mail. You should be getting it on Monday. You don't trust people. I didn't get, and you should do something about that, Super Obama. That's not right that you didn't get your check. Y'all get to say H, blue you. Blue's getting frisky today. I like it when Blue's like this. She's like singing 2.0. And where is singing, speaking of? You have 50 likes in your live chat already. Oh yeah, I see 51. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you all. Glenn Carragher, is it raining where you are? No, it's not raining. It's a beautiful day. In fact, let's go for a little walk. Get some steps in. Hang on, guys. Let me turn the camera around. What happened to make you untrusting? Yeah, Carvana, if you just watched the day live stream yesterday, that'll catch you up. Instead of me talking about it again and then possibly opening that door to create, chaos when I didn't say anything wrong or didn't do anything wrong, just to clarify to the person watching. Let's see. Rumpelstiltskin, what's up, Rumpelstiltskin? Is Neuralink proven and tested completely? Yeah, it's proven and it's tested at this point. Well, in this hypothetical situation. Hey, Glenn. Sure. Number 49, thanks, Rumpel. Carvana, did you miss the drama? She did. But please don't discuss it on here. Let's just let her watch the day live stream from yesterday. Glenn Carragher, hi, dudes. What's going on, Glenn? How you doing? I'm actually ending the live stream because I've been on for quite a bit, even though 20 of you were on there. Damn, man, you guys jumped on late. I guess everyone's done with work, but I do want to get off because I want to hang out with the kids. Let's see. Blue, I missed it. Fill me in. I'm in Canada. Not on here. H, my check is always late. I'm in Canada. Churiya. And you. I am from India. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram, aapka swagat. Let me give you guys a view around here. Everyone new that's joining in. Likes, what a great group. Yeah, we have an awesome group, man. We got a good thing going. I feel happy today, H. Well, I'm glad you're happy, Blue. But you always seem like you're in a good mood, which is awesome. I never really see you down. When you're down, you just seem to like take a break and just disappear for a little bit. And that's healthy. I'm letting a pattern build up so I can sue the heck out of them. Wait, who do you want to sue, Super Obama? Let me check your channel history. Channel activity. You don't trust people? Oh, okay, got it. For your paycheck? Absolutely, you could do that. Carvana retracted. Elizabeth with the heart. What's up, H? What's going on, John Smith? How's it going, brother? How you doing? You joining in late? Guess you just finished work or something? get you down here. Put this over here. Thank you for the hearts, whoever's spamming the hearts. Usually BF does that. I don't know who else does that. Who else does that? Who's spamming the hearts? Who's being... Okay, there we go. What's up, H? How you doing, John Smith? Hi, Queen. Do you believe in aliens? Absolutely, I believe in aliens, but I believe that they're earlier humans, and we are watch a video that I posted on my channel. It's in the video section, and it's titled "You Are AI." So definitely watch it. Rashiv, hey Blue, and welcome Rashiv. Jai Hind. Blue, I don't know who Matt. Not even the name, guys. Please don't. No clout over here. Bye, Hardik. I won't ever break your trust. Hey, thanks a lot, Carvana. Appreciate that. Now I know you're a loyal one. Hey, John Hardik. Hey, John Smith. Hang on. Let me just see something real quick. I just want to see what was discussed over here. I try not to. How did you even get the name? Anyway, just direct anyone to watch the live from yesterday during the day. That explains everything. You could just fast forward through it. Hey Carvana, get on Discord and find me. Blue, where are you going? Blue, when are you going to start your OnlyFans? Try not to bring the sad Blue in. Blue, I still need to join, but when I do, we will connect. Thank you, brother. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram. That's right. Vande Mataram, aapka swagat. What time is it out there in India? Isn't it really late? John Smith, how are you? My name is Karen. LOL. I thought about it hard. No, I want a human doctor. No tech accessories. If something goes south, I want the guilt to be only his or her. Let it weigh down on their conscience to squeeze best. I don't know, man. When you're guaranteed a perfect surgery with a computer, well, let's fast forward, okay? Again, here's another thing. If we were to fast forward, I want to know how many people would agree with this. If we fast forward when there's a time where all cars on the road are electric and they're smart cars, right? Now they're all communicating with each other, which is preventing accidents, smooth traffic flow because there's no humans making mistakes and errors and getting into accidents where they block the roadways and stuff. We know we're going to get to that point. Can we agree to that? Are we all on the same page? Now, you see a perfect system like that, if you agree with that, if you could see a perfect system like that, then obviously, wouldn't you think that a machine that is well trained and let's just say it's been out for 20 years, Neuralink has been out for 20 years, you're going to tell me you'd still prefer a human over that? Like when there's already proven data that shows that this is how successful a surgeon with Neuralink has been, their success rate, and you would still choose a human. I feel like maybe a little of you is being closed-minded. Okay, Carvana, same name as here. But look, I'm not trying to force you to believe in what I believe. I just like to attack it from both ends, right? Like, no, that came out wrong. I like to play devil's advocate, all right? I spam hearts when I lurk. All right, so then I know it's you, Blue, when that happens. Anyway, take care. Bye, brother. Take care. Namaste to you. Thank you so much for coming in here and participating. Yes, Hardik, I will watch it when we fix whatever can be fixed and move forward. Mr. T-Rex Bunny deserves. So do we. Usually when I look in others' lives too, I was, okay, so then I know you're around. I'm going to shout you out sometimes then when I do see that. Catch you all on the evening stream tonight. I'll see you later, Tangy Dove, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is Neuralink even legit? Not yet, Roger, but it will be eventually, right? So we're saying hypothetically in the future, imagine Neuralink has been out for 20 years. The data is out that the surgeon's been, has a great success rate, or you could choose a human. Which one are you going to choose? I would have put all that information in there, but it limits me in characters. I commented the deets, but took the comment back. Thank you, Blue. Before you said don't talk about. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Blue. I appreciate it. And you understand why, right? I just don't want to, rub anyone the wrong way, and then this blows up into a huge thing, and we don't need that. It's unnecessary, especially with our history. You want to know why would anyone want a Neuralink? You want to become a robot? No, we're saying that eventually it's going to be available to humans. That was the previous question. Would you get it if you were to go back? Roger goes back in time when he's in college and he graduates and all his friends are getting it, and Roger's the only one that doesn't have it, and Roger's friends are all exceeding and they're all getting jobs and Roger can't seem to find a job. Is Roger eventually going to get the Neuralink 2 or 3 years down the line? Well, I had the surgery today. Oh, you got a Neuralink? Today, and analyzation is called I'm home resting. Just wanted to, Boston, thank you so much. I did think of you and I knew that you were getting your surgery today. So I hope those prayers worked and everything went well. But yeah, just definitely do let us know once you find out, how it went. But it's great that you're on here just typing and interacting, man. I've been waiting for you to go live. I always see that you have a scheduled live, but you never go live. Imagine giving away God's best creations. No, because my luck or a smart car might be the one that just drives off a cliff and glitching. Let's see. I've always chose humans over technology. Call me closed-minded then. I'll tattoo it on my forehead. Blue, when are you getting your tat, by the way? When are you getting your tramp stamp? It's supposed to be H security. Well, in that case, I'll be driving around my mechanical and analog truck after the massive solar flare. EBB kills the chips there for other cars. Technology is efficiency. Yes, it is. I believe in that too. That's where we're eventually headed. But I mean, that'll be great. Imagine like you get in your car, all the cars are automated. So first of all, you need less traffic lights because it already kind of knows when it's supposed to stop, when it's time to go. There's no human intervention needed, so there's no traffic lights needed. Karen, I'll see you later. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully you didn't take any offense to the Chihuahua thing. It's not your Chihuahua, remember that. Good, keep my name in your mother. I thought Karen's an insult. You are funny today, Blue. You are in a good mood. I like it when you're like this. I'll be shouting out my car's window. I told you so. You can rub me the wrong way any day, H. Carvana doesn't mind if you rub her the wrong way. The problem with the chip Hardic is that reading the brain signals, so it can send signals or data back to the user. But what if it was one way? It could only come incoming, and it can't no outgoing. So you have that privacy, and it would need two-way data in order to impact that. John, you're faster than me, damn it. We think alike, Blue. Why would I want a Neuralink for a job? I just told you why. I gave you the whole scenario. Roger, why isn't he Karen? And so, because people say, Karen, buddy, how are you? How'd it go? Now India time is night 2:39. Damn, you're up late, very late. You can't sleep, or you just, I know some nights I am up late. Like last night I was up late, just on YouTube. But I knew I had a late start. I was going to have a late start today, so it wasn't that bad. But do you not have to work tomorrow, or you just can't sleep? Everything all right? No, H. I'll be the lion on my. I'll be the lion on my left foot. I'm nicely to tear down. Don't worry. Bye, Karen. I'll be now just about to help H. I feel good. In a minute. Shitty the next. Thank you again for the prayers, all you guys, my YouTube family. Of course, Boston. Keep us posted, man. The thing about technology, surgery can make decisions when they're operating that weren't expected. Yeah, you guys are making me crack up over here. Golden Knight, what's going on, Golden Knight? Yeah, I took my funny pills today, that's why. Yeah, you definitely took something. You're so welcome, handsome, from your friends Karen and Emily, my Chihuahua dog. Karen, yeah, thanks again. Shout out to Karen and Emily. Appreciate you always being here, showing love and support. Golden, always good to see you, brother. The live, 2 backwards, bro. I want a Neuralink to go forward. Golden, how are you today? It's too delayed. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up. I need a Neuralink to catch up. Sir is Indian. Yes, I am Indian, and I was born here in the U.S. I'm American Indian, not native Indian, but born here. Love and respect, guys. Love and respect, Boston Bill. Yeah, okay, thank you. I'm sleeping now, brother. Okay, have a good night. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. How many mods do you have, bro? I know I have too many, man. I have to cut down. It's just that they all support the channel and they use it to sub up to other channels. Um, so I got to remember to. 8 security. I got to go. Much love, brother. Much love to you as well. Half appreciate you, man. Golden Knight sub to the sun. Thanks, Bill. Boston. You strike me as having one eyebrow if you did not trim it a lot. Raj of God, you are 100% right, man. 100% right. I used to have one unibrow. Like, you know, Bert and Ernie? You ever watch Bert and Ernie on Sesame Street? I used to have one unibrow. Big, nice, thick, bushy brow. And then when I was younger, I wanted to get rid of this because everyone would make fun of me. They'd call me unibrow. They'd call me Bert from Sesame Street. So one day I went to the bathroom and I remembered I took Nair and I remember I used it for the wrong reasons. I remember what it did. It removed hair. So I was like, all right, now I can use it the correct way. So I took it and I was like maybe about 11 years old and I put it over here. I got it right in the section. And then I let it sit. The instruction said, let it sit for like maybe about 4 minutes. I was like, no, I want it gone permanently. So I'll leave it on for like 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. I left it on and I was like, all right, it's starting to hurt now. You know, it's starting to burn, but that's probably because it's working. So I left it on there and then it was time to take it off. I got a towel, I wiped it off. Off came the hair along with my skin. And then I was like, I can't go out like this. I looked in the mirror. I was like, oh my God, my skin is missing from that area. And then my sister kept on knocking on the door. She's like, open the door, Hardik, open the door. And then I was like, no, I can't come out. And then I just took the towel and then I put it over my head. And she's like, why do you have a towel over your head? And I was like, just like that, you know. And then she pulls the towel away and she's like, oh my God, what happened to your eyebrows, you know? And I was like, I used that thing, you know, I wanted to get rid of it. She goes, why didn't you tell me? I would have just tweezed it for you. And I was like, no, but I wanted to get rid of it permanently. So that backfired. Yes, remove the Karen mod. Hey, Boston, I'm a little nuts. Roger, no hate allowed here. Yeah, no hate over here. Hello, Bill, how are you? My name is Karen. That's amazing. Oh my God, I never heard the Nair story. Yeah, that was the Nair story. Wow, you can really spin a yarn, brother. How does Neuralink even work? It's too deep research in tech. Like you connect the nerves in the brain with the link. Neuralink is, they basically have to do surgery and implant the chip in your brain. And that's how it works. It's still in testing phase. It's not available, but eventually it will be. The camera seeming to following, yeah, it is. It is following me. See, my hands are up here. I have my cameraman. I'm Sundar Pichai, in case you didn't know. And we have my good friend, Kaka. His name is Kaka. He works for me. He's been a loyal employee of mine. So he just follows me around wherever I go. Kaka, what's going on? And there he goes. He's back in business. You can see my hands are not there. It's following me. I don't know why it's not doing it now. It keeps on going on and off. Roger, have a great Tuesday. All right, guys, I am going to end this live stream. I got dared to put icy hot on my balls. Never knew that, dude, that had to be painful, man. That can do a number on you, man. Were you crying in pain? And what did you do immediately afterwards? I don't even know how you soothed that situation, because I feel like anything you do, you can't put something cold on it. You can't put something hot on it. So you're kind of screwed. Have you tried threading for the unibrow? Yeah, I did. No, but I got surgery. I got laser surgery done eventually. So now it's gone for good. But when I was young, I would go and get it threaded. I remember there was this girl that I liked, and my unibrow grew out, and I was like, I have to go drop something off to her house for Valentine's Day. I wanted to drop off flowers and a teddy bear, you know, and so I got everything ready, and then I was like, shit, I need to go get my eyebrows done. And then my aunt did it for me, and then I went over there. Thanks so much, Roger. Golden, goodbye, Karen. Golden, why does every guy do that? You're the fifth guy to say that he's done that. H, you missed my comment above. Which one did I miss? Channel activity. I asked you a story. Which do you think is my favorite? I'm still laughing about. Hang on. I asked you which story do you think is my favorite. H, you missed my comment. Your favorite story? I don't know which one would be. Or the one that you laughed the most would have been the last one that I told you, but I can't remember which one it was. The poop story in India. I took a shower, and did it help at all, Golden? I don't think it, and prayed. When it gets hot, it's already too late. I already asked you which story you think is my favorite. Still laughing about it. I'll see you later. See you later, Golden. Hot Balls by Billy. Blue, I'll see you later. Yeah, the poop story. Later, Golden Night. Later, Blue. Still makes me laugh. So later, Kimchi. Let me do the leaderboards. Shout out to Elizabeth from Texas. Marky Mark. Trish, she's probably at an appointment. Laura Wallflower, Carvana, Blue, Ignelis, Billy, Karen, Mo, Roger, Annie, Golden, Super, Kimchi, Swizzy, Elon, BF Shivers, Varship, Artful, Cuzzy, Cuz, Mama Lynn, Moondog, James, Sam Roy, Sublime, Boston, Rumple, John. Okay, I think I'm getting a little too far. MST, Mike. I just want to make sure I got all you guys that are in here. I think I got everyone. Whoever's on the list. Love and respect to all of you guys. I am exhausted now. This was a long live stream. If you haven't hit that like button, hit it right now. I'll catch you on the 9 p.m. live stream. Mike Larry, catch you on the 9 p.m. one. H, what's up in the world today? I am just ending this live stream. I've been on for 2 hours and 22 minutes. Mike, I don't know if you caught the whole live stream from yesterday, from about the whole debacle, the day stream from yesterday, but it covers everything in there. I'll check you guys out later. Have a great day. Hopefully I'll see you at the 9 p.m. Love and respect to all of you. Elizabeth, take care. Bye.